What up? It's your boy T-Rex in Reaction. Today is Wrestling Wednesday. So, before I kick things off my plan, I had to throw this in here. So, I already watched the video on my own, but I'm going to watch it again, react to it, and share my input on it. I'm going to share my input on this, though. So, for those who've been watching Raw recently, wrestling recently, this past Raw, after Keith Lee made his return and faced Bobby Lashley, Bobby Lashley has an open challenge. Good match, but they made it for Keith Lee to get destroyed. Then right after their rumored matchup that we all got that was made about Goldberg versus Lashley happened as Goldberg made his appearance and said, "I'm next." Yeah, I get it. I don't care about it right now, but one guy is so mad about it, I had to share it though. Now, before I go there, it's not making fun of him. It's actually agrees to it. Just his reaction to this had me dying. I'm gonna get to the reaction part of the beginning part of the reaction and his response about that. So the homie kicking the Ross from In the Clutch crew. You know, I told you I fucks with In the Clutch and kicking Ross a lot because Ross is half of the newer wrestling videos, like the informational videos I've been watching, is because of Ross. So I zoomed up there because I'm probably doing extra editing and I'm gonna show you the thumbnail. Just look at the thumbnail. Nothing but the game chair. And of course saying, I just don't care. Thing about Ross, though, he will keep it crazy real when it comes to things of wrestling, and he will shit on anything wrestling. Like, he's unlike the folks in a group I'm not part of right now. Shout out to the good folks of that group. That's cool with me, but that's another story. He's not, unlike some of them in there that I don't really like as much. He's not a snob about it. You know what I mean? He's about his shit though. I mean, at times like I feel like it in my mind, come a snob is just me being acceptable to a lot of shit though, especially when it comes to faces. But when it comes to this though, I low-key do not blame this man at all. So yeah, this is his reaction to the Goldberg's back situation, and his quote, "Goldberg is back, but why?" So I'm gonna react to his reaction to when it happens, and we're gonna skip the intro. I also want to get to the action, to the D reaction, and then his response over it and everything, and then I'm almost put my input. But sorry, phone buzz, make sure nobody call it. So anyway, you're kicking the Ross with Goldberg's back. And I'm gonna relate to that Ross kicking the Ross reaction. I don't blame him. So here we go. Starting already. No words. In the words of Jeff Hardy, and shout out to them bringing back Bobby Lashley to come out here. Shout out to them bringing back Jeff Hardy's new old second theme, the best one. No more words. He's just got no more words right now. Let's get it.
Bobby Lashley to come out here and have the performance.
This is after he beat Keith Lee. Just look at
24 hours removed from a successful championship defense.
I said it once, I'll say it a million times. Long may he reign.
A giant, last minute, a great athlete, incredibly agile, and he stood almost no chance against that man.
What the? He said, "Fuck this, I'm out. Screw you guys, go home." Or, "Alright, I'ma head out." Soon he heard the music, he hit the SpongeBob out to it. I had this shit, because I had to hold it because I watched his work, but watching it now, home free, had to laugh about that. Damn. And this, literally, look. Go in there. No Ross, this gamer chair. All right, let's get back to his reaction. We're gonna look into his response about it, and then I'm gonna put my inputs on it though. But I'm letting you know it's not. I agree with Ross. I low key agree with Ross. But let's hear what you gotta say. Oh, I only have my light on. The blank stare kills me every time. His blank stare when it comes to wrestling stuff kills me.
I want y'all to understand that WWE, Vince McMahon, the people that write these scripts, they don't care. They clearly can't care. I don't get how Goldberg deserves a title opportunity when the last time we saw him, he lost to Drew McIntyre.
Facts.
And Drew McIntyre was beaten by Bobby Lashley multiple times to retain the WWE Championship. So how does Goldberg get a title shot? What does Bobby Lashley gain out of beating Goldberg?
Agree. I firstly agree about they don't care. I've been had my little grief with WWE right now, especially with Raw, especially with the main roster. No, fuck that. I mean, calling it the flag shit, no, not so main roster. Because one, it's like they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn about the product. They don't give a damn about storylines or whatever. It's mainly Raw. SmackDown, it made up, but but they're part of this last part. They don't give a damn about faces. They don't give a damn about faces. Cause look who the fuck they got as a face in Raw. Racist ass Riker. And with that, and face is supposed to be the good guy. But they got a racist ass named Riker. Now, I'll get it. We have Hogan, who's officially been out as a racist, but he wasn't out as a racist during his time when he was beloved. So that's the only thing. That's a slight difference. And there's still no excuse. But, and the thing about it, I was hoping the match they had on Raw would lead to a double turn, because the crowd was behind Elias a little bit at one point, but he found a way to Elias, I don't know why you did that, because you should have did everybody a favor and get the face heat and let Riker get the he deserved for being a racist. But that's another story. That's the reason I got a problem with this, because you got a racist, or blatant racist at that. Not just because you're a Trump supporter, or blatant racist Trump supporter at that, as a face, aka the good guy, aka the hero. But you got a guy who's been helping out black wrestlers to these days, like MVP, portrayed as a villain in wrestling. That's what I have an issue with right there, though. And that issue right there is caused issue with me, with other wrestlers, and especially in the one wrestling group I'm not a part of no more. That's another story. I'm not going to rant about that, because some of the folks that's in the group is not on YouTube, so I'm not going to waste my breath on it. And some groups, some people cool with it, but then ones that have a problem with, especially one, I'm gonna call his name out, Mike Bones McLean, whatever the fuck his name is. Fuck that dude, and his boy Henry too. Cause they the reason why I end up quitting the group. But anyway, that's another story. Now back to Ross,
who lost to Drew, who Bobby has beaten multiple times. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
They can't care about their talent. They can't care about the future of their business, the future of their company, if they're repeatedly using legends.
Or having Brock Lesnar take the belt, coming in to take a belt hostage and not give a fuck about the company he wrestling for. That's the other thing.
And then this reigns even more true because Bobby Lashley just defeated a Keith Lee that returned. Now you're probably thinking, well, he's the WWE champion. He shouldn't lose. Why book Keith Lee to go against the WWE champion when you know you can't have Bobby lose?
And this is my thing with that. Keith Lee should have been the one to face. He should have faced, what's his name? Sheamus. It shouldn't have been another. Well, then again, I'm wrong because I kind of like this feud they got great gold they great have with Sheamus and Damian Priest, sure. But I felt that, but then again, that one make shit with that feud. But still, he had a point. Why debut Keith Lee against somebody else? Like even like against him. Like come on, we get the pop, but Lashley right now is not winning and anything. We get that, and then he gonna say something else. See, we gonna see.
How about you book him against somebody that Keith Lee can win against? So that was already just an L in my opinion. And then they did my boy Karrion Kross so wrong in the same night. Two of NXT biggest stars coming out of NXT took L's tonight that they did.
Yeah. And much I'm against Karrion right now because his current alignment and what he did to Joe, and especially what he did this Tuesday. This I'm saying right now, all kayfabe, all gimmicks, alignment side, that was fucked up what they did to Karrion Kross. But on the same time, I'm not as mad because Karrion Kross could have went against somebody else other than Jeff Hardy. You didn't even have to rehash the matchup they had at main event. Not only do you take away half of his interest and then bring Scarlett up with him, you have him go against Jeff Hardy, who didn't need to lose either. Because the whole situation was bad. You have Karrion Kross coming in as the NXT champion, undefeated. Then you have Jeff Hardy come in, return with no words. It's like that whole thing was a lose-lose situation right there. Cause if Jeff Hardy lost, he's pretty much embarrassing him by having to lose at the time. Fans is going crazy the fact that we're hearing no more words anymore. But then, second of all, for folks that don't give a shit about alignments, that's other people, not myself. You just gave a preview of how you gonna bury Karrion Kross by having him lose to Jeff Hardy, and nothing against Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is a legend, or anything, but have Jeff Hardy beat him out of roll up, and not only roll up, put his foot on the rope a little bit too. I'm not sure there's a storyline coming on after this though, but still, it still wasn't. It was kind of poorly orchestrated in my opinion. It was kind of poorly orchestrated in my bad. Now, I kind of feel bad for Karrion Kross, despite the situation he got going in NXT. I kind of feel sorry for Karrion Kross, the man behind it, for that, as well as Jeff Hardy, and definitely feel bad for Keith Lee because that was dirty though. And this is bullshit right here with Bobby Lashley and Goldberg. I ain't gonna lie, but keep going.
It's cool to see Jeff Hardy doing
But
his thing.
let me
Awesome.
skip through because I make the video too long.
He beat him with losses that they did not need to take. You can't create new stars like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just gonna give these new stars L's when they need W's.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's getting on my nerves a little bit too. Especially that's why a lot of folks are been talking shit about NXT, about saying people need to stay away from the NXT call up. And this is the big newest one right here with Karrion Kross. Like, it's not a call up anymore. I got guys in the group I used to be with that I'm cool with. That stuff that I'm cool with. Some people that respected me and everything, and I'm cool with, that literally calls NXT the real main roster. I joined that crew too. Half because they give a shit about faces. And shout out to Hit Roll making a face turn. Hit Roll, yes, I'm thank you. Somebody missed, and shout out to Jobbers Tears podcast for calling that shit out too, and seem like folks listen. But yeah. It seems like it's like going up to the main roster these days is a downgrade. Unless you try to establish at the main roster before, went back to NXT and come back out like Drew McIntyre. Right now, Finn might get that taste as well too, and a few others. Or you have the look that Vince is like, or whatever the fuck reason. But still, or whatever. Either way, if you're not 4 horsewoman, you're not a Vincent liking or anything. If you're small. It's very likely you might make it out of the main roster. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Well, you're going to the not so main flagship roster, sure, I'm saying, especially if you're going to Raw, if you're going to Raw, you assed out. So anyway, keep going, Ross.
Especially in front of a hot live crowd like that. The one good thing was Nikki ASH cashing in on Charlotte Flair. So I'm okay
And
with
shout out to, you saw my post in my community. Shout out to Nikki ASH, Nikki Kross being the latest from the United States. Some it say some good things come out with the call up. I'm saying quotation call up to the main roster. You know, wait a minute. After this that little delay happened. For the new character, the superhero character she got going, almost superhero character. Well, she proved everybody wrong with a big yeah, whatever. But you know, folks is thinking that it might be a punishment to Charlotte for flipping off the crowd at Money in the Bank, because ain't nobody care about the that. He talks about that too in another post about opinions about that match. But anyway. That's the good thing about that. We got 2 face women championship. It's just beginning. Faces getting some. Is faces starting to get some titles and anything. No, the Usos took the title from the Mysterio, so we back to having two heel tag team championships. I was hoping the Viking Raiders beat AJ almost, but they must got something going on because I feel like this Grand Slam thing with AJ is long overdue. But anyway, keep going, Ross.
with WWE's decision there. Do I think she's going to be a long-time champion? No. But it's cool to see Charlotte not retain the title.
And that's the other thing. A lot of folks were saying that she's going to be the first one to fail like another Otis or something like that. But nope. She proved people wrong. That's what I loved about it.
So now we see why she won at Money in the Bank. But yeah, man, I don't know what Raw's doing. I don't know how Vince is okay in this. This just doesn't make sense. Some of this don't make sense. I will be checking out the John Cena promo. I'm pretty sure it was fantastic.
It was,
but I was
yes.
not going to react to this. I was going to let you guys check it out. I wasn't going to react to this. I seen the thumbnail. I knew what it was. My reaction was going to just be a blank face. So I just decided to give my chair some shine. So shout out to my gaming chair.
Shout out to Raw's gaming chair.
Because there was no way I was going to sit through and watch that shit. I don't care. This match, having it at SummerSlam, I'm telling you, I do not care. When we're watching this live, when we're streaming this live, I'm telling you now, I'm not going to give a fuck. I'm going to be drinking, chopping it up with you guys in the chat. I am not going to give a flying fuck about this match. And neither should you. Because this is stupid. I don't care. I don't. So.
I'm going to leave it at that, man. I'm going to watch the match, of course, because, you know, I like to be gun-ho with shit. But I'm probably going to not be as interested in the match or anything. Because another thing about it, though, I will be interested in this match. The only thing that made me interested in this match, unfortunately, is not going to happen because they want to keep Bobby dominant. And like I said, they don't give a shit about faces. So if Bobby a face, they're going to fuck it up. It sucks. Which sucks. It sucks that they don't want to care or put effort in making a good face, a badass face, a badass good guy. I know sometimes you know about badass anti-hero, something like that. But the only way I'll be interested in this match if this can be a double turn for him and Goldberg. All right, I already wanted it to be Bobby be the face of the matchup between him and Lesnar because I don't want to root for Lesnar. I respect that guy. He don't give a shit about WWE or the title or anybody. It's about money. That's why I wanted Bobby Lashley to be the face of that. But I really want Lashley to be the face between this and Goldberg. Kidding. Fans influence it so that a double turn can happen. Like y'all did, like NXT did recently with the Hit Row. Do the same thing with Lashley and Goldberg. Please influence to be a double turn so Lashley be the face or at least a tweener and Goldberg be the heel. Give Goldberg the go away heat, please. I got nothing to put like this. I got mad love for Goldberg, but between this one, I want Lashley to be the face of this, please. Or at least a tweener. And let Goldberg get the heel heat, the go away heat, whatever. So anyway, that's me. If you like my reaction and input, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.